People are.
Yes.
So much bigger drawing than the stunts were.
Sorry?
Man, I'm on that.
It's me.
I'll show you how much. She was supposed to. She had a battery. She was supposed to come get this new guy. What?
Okay, I guess we can start. We're still waiting for Tony. Hopefully he'll show up anytime. But we can start. Our special guest, Jackie, is over here. Hello. Okay, go ahead. She wrote many great episodes, and we've been working together for a long time.
Yes.
We are actually the longest on the show, I think.
Yeah,
yes.
back in the day. I think we started just about the same time.
Yes. And now she's a co-producer. Good.
Keep doing it.
Yes.
You know.
And everybody know Greg?
Greg Aronowitz.
Yes.
Yay!
Hi, Greg.
Woo! Go LaBoo!
Here today. They love the SPD.
Yes. Let's go ahead and start. Any questions we have?
Where's Tony?
Tony is, I don't know, he should be here.
That's like the only question we can't answer.
Yes.
Probably offshoot.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he should be here anytime, but go ahead.
Actually, I'm a college graduate. I'm a good writer. I would write television and film. And how does one get started as a writing assistant for the shows? How does that happen?
Well, the way I got started was I had previous show experience on another show that was short-lived, but it gave me a credential on my resume that I could go in and say I have writing experience or assistant writing experience. And when I interviewed with Doug Sloan, who was a producer at the time,
Doug Sloan.
oh, I was going to say, it started out that I would punch up scenes or take notes and help him out with producing the episodes. And then he asked me to write a spec script, and that was my first script. And then it went on from there. So I think if you can get some basic writing skills down and keep writing, and if it gets to the right person, then you're pretty much on your way. It's a little bit about context and a lot about being able to write.
Yeah. It's a lot of submissions. You want to do some spec scripts. You want to pick a show you like, Seinfeld or something, and actually write episodes
Power Rangers
about it, even though it's not even on the air. Or pick something current, send them in.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, yeah, it's true. I mean, Jack would be like, no, don't send it.
Send me all your submissions.
But if you write something that exists, if you write original content, it's hard to judge. You know, then it's about the concept. But if you write your spec scripts, producers can read it and go like, wow, this guy really understands the characters. He knows all the little nuances that my staff knows. And they may not necessarily bring you in like to say Seinfeld, like to write it, but then they'll file you as someone who knows. So when they need somebody new.
It's about getting something together that can showcase your writing skills and to show people.
But writing is about writing. You just have to write and just, whether it's used or not, put it out there, because if it's not on the page, no one knows what you can do.
How did you select assistants for Power Rangers? Because the show changes.
It does change. Throughout the years, the staff has grown smaller, and the writing staff has grown smaller, so it's kind of honed down to a pretty minimal writing staff, because it is a complicated show to write, and we choose people who can show that they can understand all the complexities in the show.
Because our show is a little bit different from what's out. I'm sure you guys know, and also we have long history too. So that if you get someone fresh off the boat, he might not understand what's the move, what's the zone, what's that. so that someone needs to really understand that, what's going on.
That was me.
Oh, I didn't want to say that.
To put this show into this show, you have to merge the two shows.
Especially, so you have to understand what the Japanese concept. You have to watch Japanese episode, understand what's going on. You have to translate that into in our version. Because sometimes that we stay really close to the Japanese version, but sometimes we do completely different. Depends on the topic of the episode, and also the what's acceptable for American audience and Japanese audience and all this stuff. So that it's very unique and different compared to other shows.
We all know that everyone reads the fan boards. What effect does fan input, if any, have on what you guys do?
No, I don't personally spend so much time on the computer because I'm not really a computer guy. And just all I can do is exchange emails by DVD from Amazon. That's all I can do. But yes, it definitely is good to know what you guys think about shows. Our first time, audience is the kids, so we try to make a show for the kids. But of course, we all want to make quality shows, and so that we all fan of PRNS too. So that we'd like to hear what you guys think of the show.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's too late to implement actual suggestions or such because we shot it months ago, and we try and, like Koichi said, make the best show possible for children and for every fan.
Mm-hmm.
We just try and make, with all the challenges that are in front of us, make the best action and the best stories that we can. And when I read the fan boards, I do listen to the input, and I try not to have it. I try and still use my personal creativity to the best abilities, and taking all the ideas and to make the best show for kids, as you said.
Yeah, it's hard too because it's you guys are all very different. Nothing is unanimous. I'm sure if there was something that happened and every single person was like, oh, then it would affect what we do more. But it's when you do go on Ranger Board, when I go on Ranger Board, I'll read something and it'll be some choice that I made, and there'll be a lot of people that'll like one, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm a hero, and then there'll be another choice I made, and it'll be attacked, and I'm like, oh, I'm a loser. It's like Jackie says, at the end of the day, you just have to kind of go with your gut of what you think will work and what goes for the show, because just everyone wants something different, and if everyone had a voice. Even when we're writing or we're creating, the three of us here have had many a conversation where we all have completely different.
You encounter them from person to person.
Yeah. So you have to kind of figure out just what works, because you'll never get the show done.